How was the weekend? I couldn't show up yesterday and day before yesterday. In fact, day before yesterday it was weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Today is Tuesday, so yesterday was Monday. I was supposed to show up yesterday and I did, but it was informal. It was a private video I made, so I couldn't share it. How was the weekend? What did you guys do during weekend? Where did you go? What did you do? The other day I read, in fact I didn't read it, I just wrote about time, the value of time, coincidentally. You know what is wisdom actually? Wisdom is nothing that we play with our own experiences and with our reasoning we find new pathways, I would say, and that is how we grow wise. So the other day I was playing with my experiences and my thoughts and my reasoning, and it ended up I ended up writing a little about time, the value of time. And finally I realized that we believe there are so many things, but what we have is time. That's all. That was a very interesting conclusion, where though I say it is a conclusion, it is not somewhere that I could stop at, because you could go on and on and on with that topic. And when you think about it, at some stages of our life we have so much time, in the sense we have 24 hours of time. That's so much of time, isn't it? And we have so much of things to do that it feels like we are running short of time. It does feel. People often say, I have no time, and it also feels like that to get our things done. It's not because we don't have, probably because of lack of order or many other reasons, but basically we do say that we don't have time. And that is one stage of life when we are so busy, but after that comes a stage when we have plenty of time and very less things to do. And again we are like, what to do with the time? We have so much of time. So from a period when we said we have so much to do and very less time, we come to a stage when we have less things to do and so much of time. So I came to a conclusion that it is nothing but the truth that there is time for us all the time. And what bothers us is that it's slipping off our hands. It was very interesting to come to that conclusion. So when we say we have no time, for whatever reason that is, it's actually because we are so focused on this factor, which is time, and knowing that it is slipping off our hands. That kind of bothers us all the time. When we say that we have so much time and very less things to do, I feel that it could be because of the same reason. We are kind of focused on time, and we know we have not much to do but a lot of time, and the fact that it's slipping off our hands. It's quite interesting. So we all do something with the time we have, isn't it? And that's what happens during weekend. We want to do something in the time we have. It's an investment, kind of. We want to invest in something. Whatever we do with the time is an investment. So what we choose to do is our choice, probably. And so what did you do during your weekend? I made a podcast. In fact, I did it on Saturday and I shared it on Sunday. It's very interesting. I love making podcasts. But the thing is that whatever I want to speak, sometimes I don't speak that. Because I don't prepare anything prior to that. And also because it's like I was just reading now about the football matches. Are you watching the football match? Yesterday there was a match between South Korea and Brazil, so I was just reading through that. I don't watch it because for me sleep is very important, and I find it very difficult to wake up at those times. And if I don't get 7.5 hours of sleep, I am like a very stupid person during the day hours. emergency it is okay, but not, I don't enjoy wasting that, spending that time on something. And next day, the thing is that if I come to the chamber and sit there, it's just sitting and my brain doesn't work at all, so I don't watch it. But I'm very much interested in football because it's a very thrilling game. As I say, the good players bring a lot to the field, and it's contagious energy, the energy part of it. Wherever there is energy, we want to pick on that, right? Most of the time, you know how important and how rare it's becoming to find energy. So wherever we have, we just pick on it and try to get. It's okay to be with people who have so much of energy. So when you watch it in a match, football match, but in particular, it's about a lot of energy. The players, most of the players bring it to the field, and especially the good players, they do so well. So I was reading about that yesterday a while ago, and it was so interesting to read about it, to know about how the players did well and what are the other matches that's coming up, and stuff like that. So do you take time to watch any of the matches? So I was reading that football is a game, it looks like it's a game of your feet, but it's not. It's a game of your head. And that's the reason most people like football and the players who do well, because they play with their head. Watch anything. It's about timing. It's about a lot of things that you can learn from most of the sports, and most importantly from football match. I think there's a lot. Of course, you can learn from many other games as well, but football is a game which teaches you quite many things more than what we just see on the field, And they said that the most difficult part of football is to score a goal. That's what they said. Apart from every other thing that you feel is difficult in football, the most difficult part is to score a goal. So the same way is when you make a podcast or anything for that matter, when you come without preparation, you just sit there, you have something very, very profound to share. But the thing is that since you are not prepared for it, many other thoughts come in, and it becomes a khichdi, what you say. So that's the difficult part of doing a podcast. It's so difficult because I want to do it so much better, and I know I can do it so much better because the thoughts that I want to express are very heavy, master thoughts. But the thing is that when I end up making it, it becomes something different. So that's a lot like when they say the most difficult part in football is to score a goal. We understand that. We understand the objective of the game is also that, and that is also the most difficult part of it. So that's how it is. So that's how I spend my weekend. What did you guys do during the weekend? Today I'm very excited because I will be going on a walk in the evening, and I have some other things lined up to do, which is interesting for me. When you have something interesting, whatever be your interest, you know how it keeps you going the day, the entire day. So that's how it is. What else? So today I'm not come prepared with anything, any one point. So watch football or any other game for that matter, and make a note of what you like about that game. It's an assignment that you can do. Whatever sport you like, whatever games that you enjoy, why do you like that? I remember long ago I had the habit of watching English movie every weekend, 2 movies in fact, during my weekends when I was working in Gulf, that is, okay. So the weekends are obviously Friday and Saturday there, and I take DVDs and watch it, okay. And as I mentioned before, mostly I read through it before I pick a movie, because I don't want to waste my time watching just any stupid movie, because I will not be able to watch it at all. stupid movies, and the thing is that you have to pay for it if you take it. Whether or not you watch it, you have to pay for it, isn't it? So it's better you read through it, the story part of it, and then buy it. So I used to watch some movies at those times, and what did I want to tell you about? Let me think. Okay, I got it. I want to tell you that when I used to watch these movies, I made a habit to watch every weekend 2 movies. I watched a lot of movies at those times. After that, I've never watched any movies. It's been so many years I've not watched any movies. So there was a person in a colleague of mine. He asked me a lot about movies, and he said even he likes watching movies and blah blah blah, the casual talks that we have. So I asked him, what do you like about movies? Why do you watch movies? So he said, I watch it for fun, to have fun, it's pleasure watching movies, just to spend the time, that's it, to do something interesting during the time. So he asked me, why do you watch movies? I said, I watch movies to get inspiration. He said, don't tell me, come on, you don't watch movies to get inspired, you watch it for pleasure. I said, no, I watch it only to stay inspired, because I need a lot of inspiration to spend each day of my life. And so one thing that I did was to select the right kind of story and pick the right kind of movies at those times. So that's how it is, there are different reasons. Now, when you say you like a game or a sport, whichever it be, there could be some reasons why you do it, right? Why you like it. So it's good if we make a note of it. It's an assignment. Even children can do it. If children say they like this and this, you can think on that and what are the things that you like about that sport. So it will be very, very nice to know that there are some points which takes you to some other part of their mind, to when they say that this is what I like about the game. Any game, be it Coco, Kabaddi. Kabaddi is one of my favorite games, and I like Kabaddi again because there's so much of challenge in that, and there's so much of energy. Any game that has a lot of energy is good, because in today's world we need a lot of energy. Energy drain, just like they say brain drain, is becoming a part of our world. People are losing their energy because of various reasons, because of health issues, because of the surroundings they live in, because of lack of inspiration. And the best part is that it is contagious. So the only thing that we need to do is to mingle with those kind of people who have a lot of energy, or watch something that brings you energy, because it's very important that we need energy, because we are, as human beings, have seen that as individuals, our team, we are capable of performing on a higher level than what we are right now. Most common people, that is. And another interesting part is that we have some roles that we play in today's everyday life, and it becomes very draining to go through that if we don't. So what we need is energy. So most people depend on the supplements or something else which we don't like to reveal, whatever it is, to get that energy. So where do we get that energy from? So one way is watching something that brings energy, and people who have a lot of energy, like these players, like the sports that you like, whatever it is, it brings energy. We need energy, a lot of it. I'm talking about mental energy, not just physical energy. I'm pretty excited today because I will be doing some things in the evening, like not just walking, but something else as well, so which gives me a lot of inspiration. And just before coming here, I finished some of the tasks, and I was also thinking that I could listen to some good music, because a quick way of getting yourself to the level that you want to is to listen to the right kind of music. It clears the brain. It's like somebody's coming, you just got informed somebody's coming, you just quickly set things right. You know how we do that in a matter of minutes. If you know somebody's coming to inspect, or some guests are coming, how we clean up. The same way, your brain has a lot of cleaning to be done every minute of the day. So if we know we have to perform at the higher levels, what we can do is do some, like they say, breathing exercises work for some people, and for some people listening to the right kind of music works. So for me it works. Suddenly something happens in your brain and you're able to perform in the higher levels. How interesting is that? So that's for today. Today is Tuesday. I'll be back tomorrow with something simple, in the sense something funny or different. Okay, I'll tell you what I did today, and I'll also show you a glimpse of my interesting stuff that I've been thinking about doing in the evening. Okay, take care. I'll be back tomorrow.